The Single Christian on Tubi. Let's get into it. So the movie details uh, a young, beautiful African American woman, maybe in her early 30s. She got the house. She has a job as a Bible school teacher. She has the friend, but she don't have no man, no dog, no cat, no hamster, no nothing. Okay, so she's a devoted Christian woman who lives her life in solitude, for lack of better words. Like there's no relationship whatsoever, and never talked about why the romance was obstructed. Did she have, a bad, breakup? Was she divorced? There was no John through in there whatsoever. So the only thing that she has is a friendship. And her friend is letting her know, well, girl, I get that you are a devoted Christian, but you need to compartmentalize your life. You need the church, you need the home, you need some D. Okay? And but old girl, I'm sorry, I don't know her name. I'm not good with names. And old girl is like, no. She her faith, she's strong. She's unwavering in her faith. Okay? For 7 long years. No one is going to come in between her and the Lord. Okay? And I get it. When you're surrendering yourself in that capacity, and I'm not talking about like giving your all to a church or giving your all to religion. I'm talking about it in a way of solitude and really surrendering it all, when it being just you and Jesus and the Lord or whatever. That is it. And sometimes when you're focused and gung-ho on having a spiritual journey or becoming or trying to become and get out of that lemurous type of phase, it gets so hard to include others in that relationship. It gets so hard to socialize. It's almost like a fear. Like when you surrender yourself to God, it's like, if I, include anyone else for that matter in this, besides that one bestie, will I be tested? And am I strong enough for my faith not to waver? And that was our girl here, okay? And her friend persuades her to try. Just try it, or whatever. And I think our main character has some type of YouTube following. I don't know if it's big or not, but it's there. And one day she decides to, just pick up where she left off and compartmentalize and start going back to her YouTube video. And I think she was talking about relationships maybe. And she gets a call after she's done. I don't know how social media works, but maybe someone DM'd her, like video called her on the DM or the Facebook or whatnot, and there's this sexy chocolate guy. I mean, irrefutable. You can't turn him down. Brother was fine. I'm talking about so fine that I would turn down my celibacy journey just to get up in that. Okay? So they're talking, and right off the bat, just because I knew how the story would go, you just knew, oh boy, was he wasn't right. I mean, the whole background and on his side was all dark and things like that, and all satanic, and just reflecting off of his chocolate skin or whatever. And what did he have a shirt on? I don't know. So they're talking, trivial talk or whatever. I don't know how they start to date. I think he asked her on a date and whatever, which leads to his house. Now the friend is like, once she divulges to her friend that she's hooking up with this guy, first date is going to be his crib. Best friend is like, caveat, that don't make any sense, red flag or whatever. And she's like, no. Main character is like, no, I think it's romantic that a man wants to, cook for me. That is so cute, because I'm not gonna lie, main character is a little bit dense. Okay, did you guys pick up on the comedy in this? Like some things that she did, it was just like what do you say? Lights were off. Okay, and but I loved her. So she taught me with his house he can cook, and here's the thing that pissed me off: when they're at the table, it's still dark. I guess the producers wanted to give him like a mysterious type of background, a mysterious type of demeanor or whatever, just to let you know that nigga ain't right. Okay, so they're eating. It's all dark. It's giving TGIF Fridays or Red Lobsters because they don't want you to see their nasty ass floors or carpets, so they got the shit dark, or maybe they don't want you to see the hair in your goddamn food. That's what it was giving. So they're eating mashed potatoes, maybe steak and some asparagus, and old girl main character is like, ooh, Dominique, his name is something D. And she's like, this is good. This is amazing. You can cook like this. Oh my God, you should be a chef. But she ain't touched a damn meal. Okay? She was moving the fork, talking about how exquisite and amazing of a meal this was, and she never tastes anything like it, but she ain't taste nothing. That plate was not touched. Potatoes were still round, okay? So they're talking and things like that, and they're laughing, ha ha ha. You know how that shit go. And they must have been watching the movie, and both of them fell asleep. So that lets me know the reason why our main character fell head over heels with him is because she felt safe. Safe enough to fall asleep in that motherfucker's house, dark as it was. Okay, still hungry because girlfriend didn't eat no goddamn food. She felt safe to just fall asleep and just be herself. So anyway, it leads up to her liking him. I think, this is what pissed me off. Pissed me off, okay? Because when she's about to leave, once she notices it got late, she got to get back to the kids at the church in the morning time. You know, the kids need to read Corinthians and all that, whatever. She tries to leave, and he walks her to the door, and they started kissing. And then she wanted to leave, and he says, wait, grabs her up, proceeds to the room, pulls her by her goddamn legs. You know, after this lady divulged to you that she didn't have sex in 7 years. I mean, he didn't even take it slow. He just dragged her, whatever. Okay, so they must have had sex. Bam, it transitions into something else where she wakes up. There's his food all on that he cooked for her there. There's flowers. There's even money for her to get her nails done or whatever. So she's just in awe. And I would have been in awe too. Okay? I mean, after that, he could have got everything from all holes. Okay? She's tasting the food this time, picking with it like a little bird, and like, he know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Gets her nails did, tells her friend about the night, the evening, how everything went. I'm just so mad girlfriend gave it up after 7 years to that man. Okay? That shit must have been, it wasn't unwavering enough for me. Okay? Because I'm celibate for a year, and there's nothing out there that would have made me be like, okay, immediately, I'm weak. But I don't know. This was that brother. I don't know. Maybe if it was that brother, maybe it would have been, a chance. So anyway, she's head over heels. She's even like, she tells her friend, well, he gave me a gift. I'm going to get him one too. And her friend's like, pump your brakes, B. This is what a man's supposed to do. Don't you be giving him too much. But she ignores her friend's advice, goes in the store and starts shopping around. And immediately I'm like, girl, go get him a Cuisinart set. And bam, she gets the Cuisinart set. I'm telling you, I'm a prophet. Okay? She gets the set. She's smiling, all chimpery and shit. And like I said, she's a little dipsy. She gets out the store, she turns around, bam, there goes Dominique with another bitch. Okay? And this one didn't look like a one-hitter quitter. This one, he's holding the umbrella for this bitch. Okay? Walks her to the car and all that, kissing her in the mouth. And I felt so terrible for her, for our main character, because now she's crying. She's in a somber, and it hurt me so bad when this girl went in her car, main character, and the way she melted in that front seat of her car and started crying. I felt that pain. And I knew immediately, this is the movie that I'm going to love. This is the movie I'm going to share with my friends. Because at the age of 40, this is all too relatable. Women, men, if you can attest to this, dating or pursuing anything at the age of 40 is fucking a nightmare. Okay? And the way she cried in that seat, I've been there. You trusted that man. He was making it seem like you were just so different. He's never met anyone like you. Have you ever heard that? Okay? Have you ever heard that? Okay, so I'm like, damn, I felt bad. And then she told her friend, and the friend's like, well, get back on the next one, boo. Get back on the next one. I think In the midst of that, Dom comes back and knocks on the door and bangs on the door and tells her, I'm breaking up with the other girl that you saw me with for you. Have you heard of that one? I did. Okay. So she lets him in maybe, and they start doing it and kissing and all that. He has sex with her because I guess when you have not had sex in X amount of years, girl, whoa, anything. I mean, that shit must have been just here and here, okay, long. The way she was acting, just ignoring the fact that this man has a whole girlfriend or whatever. I walked away for a little bit because I felt like it was too relatable. So I don't know what happened in the midst of her being done with him completely. But she moves on to these other guys, young, whatever. They're not for her, and she's not for them. And I couldn't believe her. I couldn't believe that main character. 7 years. 7 years. It should be after that one and done. That's it. That is it. You should know there's shit in the pool at this point. Okay? And I'm not willing to date someone younger than me. I just can't. I just can't. And it's not because I don't want to be a MILF or labeled a cougar. Mentally, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. And I don't want to hold that young boy back because I'm sorry, I'm not having any kids. Okay? No more. This right here is shut down. This womb, no. So, and adoption, hell no. So, she starts snooping around like most of us do after a heartbreak, and she finds out that Dom is a narcissist. Okay, he has several relationships with people, and she spends all her time just investigating this man. Hello, I've been there. Okay, stuff starts registering. Shit she's supposed to have been doing before she gave this man her coochie. Now she's doing it, and I'm sorry, I've been there. Okay, now it's too late or whatever. So she starts investigating, but in the midst of the investigation, there's some type of demonic spirit in her home, and her superior or lady at the church lets her know it's because you shouldn't be letting everybody in your house. Some shit must have came off of them men, and now it's in your home or whatever. But this particular spirit, it winds up being dominant, and she did let him in her house. The first time, it was at his house, but the second time, it was at hers. So she does some digging and stuff like that, and she finds out that the whole time, this motherfucker had an Airbnb. So the house that he wooed her in, cooked her the meal that she wasn't touching, stole her cookies, and stumped all on her 7-year sobriety and shit, was in a damn Airbnb. Not his boy's house. Not his mama's house. Not even his house and him and his wife's house, a fucking Airbnb. A place where bitches be partying, sexing in, like a dirty ass hotel. Because I'm sorry, I'd rather trust a hotel and a motel than an Airbnb. I'm sorry. You lost your virginity in that. So anyway, she goes snooping, gets her friend. She gets her friend to believe that he's killed his previous girlfriend, little white girl, and stuff like that. Nobody can find her. And she gets a lead from white girl's best friend and pays her through the goddamn what is it called? Come on guys, what is it called? Cash App. The white girl she pays the white girl because the white girl gives her a tip. Her and Bestie goes in this Airbnb trying to discover something, whatever. They go into a basement and best friend is like, we gotta go. This is ridiculous, girl. We gotta go. I guess she's about to get married. Best friend's about to get married. She's about to lose it all just because her, dum-dum got a hunch. So, her friend they started arguing and it leads to them leaving out the Airbnb. And I cried when her best friend tells her just to give it up. And when our girl says, he hurt me. Oh my God, I don't want to. Oh my God, I've been there. Like, he hurt me. I trusted him and he hurt me. For a man to tell you that you're different, you're this amazing person, he's never met anybody like you, he changed his ways or whatever, and to find out that this is just his MO, this is some narcissistic textbook shit. You feel so stupid and played. So I cried, okay? I cried, and I felt bad for her. So after that, she didn't find a lead. She got herself together. I guess her superior at the church was telling her, just get yourself together. And subsequently, she, opens up her windows. She revitalizes and revamps herself. She's going into her new season, and she's asking God to forgive her for her ways. And she just reminds me of Job, because she was perfect, and her devotion, like I said, was unwavering. She was blameless, and she was tested. And would I say she failed? Like many of us, we've been tried and we failed, but she didn't fail that much. She didn't fail that much. It wasn't that bad. She brushed herself off, and she was just moving forward with herself. And she started just to accept that her best friend was getting married. Be happy for her in the midst of your trouble. Today for you, tomorrow for someone else. And she put on her big girl church panties, and she was in a better place. And at the end of the story, I think they were giving her best friend a tour of the church, because her best friend is going to get married in the church. And they're smiling, they're happy, and they're conversing. And one of the guys says, I want to introduce you to the new pastor, because I think their pastor was retiring. There was all these isolated dialogues and shit like that. So, our girl is smiling, best friend is smiling, superior lady is smiling, and when the pastor walks in, it's fucking Dominique and his wife. And what I didn't like, what reminded me of that mashed potatoes, asparagus, and steak scene was, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough dramatics for him to just enter in that way, because his name was spoken so many times between the best friend and also superior lady. Our girl was saying this man's name so eloquently and so frequently that when he walked in the fucking church doors, and the guy says, "Meet Pastor Dominic," I mean, best friend mouth should have been like, "Ain't that your Dominic?" Or even the church lady should have been like, "Dominic, Dominic." But everybody was smiling like, "Hey, Dominic." Like, come on. Y'all know this Dominic that she was fucking with. Okay? Y'all know this is Dominic who took her little celibacy. Y'all know this is Dominic. Like, how, or Dominic, whatever, how y'all not know it was him? I think it should have been more of a wow factor at the end. But at least it lets you know that there will be a part two. So maybe when they pick up where they left off, it will be more like enthusiasm, or more of a, that's Dominic, girl. Oh my God, that's that nigga. What? But it was just a heart wrenching story, because I've been there. He's going to be liked. He's going to wear this mask. Everyone's going to love him. And when his whole mission is to hurt women. Okay? I'm done with my narcissist. Like I said, I didn't tell you. I've been celibate for a year, got out of a 15-year relationship, and I was excited, because it was like, after 15 years of being with someone, you're like, damn, he wasn't for me. And I'm not going to talk bad about him, but he wasn't for me. And it gets you excited for what's out there and what's for you. After you dealt with that bullshit, you know that something's out there stronger. Now, what's out there for me? But the wait, and the bullshit that comes along with it, you just got to be able to discern what's a piece of shit and what's not. And that's hard. And how you do that is by just surrendering yourself to God. Now, I ain't work for her. But getting in that relationship and discerning what's for you and not, it's just going to be, it's not going to be easy. God didn't say it was going to be easy. You're going to be thrown some crumbs, okay? But yeah, I've been done with that 15-year relationship, and then I tried another one for a year, and I'm done. Whole narcissist. I recently, because I was beating myself up and then thinking like maybe I should be like our girl, like testing a lot of other things. I haven't tested any other things, but I also haven't gave anybody a chance. So I think I'm missing my opportunity because I'm so freaked out and scared about trying something else after the narcissist. And when I decided to face him, you know, because some people just like move on, that's it. But how I operate and how my energy operate, it's like what's the way I'm gonna say it? Address. Hold on, I went kind of blank. Battery's low. My energy works like this. My feminine and masculinity, no, my masculine energy works like this. Address, then process. So I addressed the bastard, and then now I'm processing. And in the midst of addressing this bastard, he assured me and let me know, after lying to me, after saying we're building, after wanting to start something, after saying that I'm just this amazing person that he'll change for, after having every quality and aspect that I required of a strong black man, it wound up being I was amongst the list of black women that he was sleeping with. And I was amongst the energy that he was sucking out to boost his ego. And after lying to me for a whole year, he admitted to me that he's some type of star seed and he's just come from planet so and so just to give women the experience. And also that he was selling his deed to the highest bidder. Now, I didn't know all of this until after a year was up. But when I finally addressed him, he told me that the only thing he was good for was giving people the D. Okay? And that's it. And he knows he's a horrible person and he's okay with that. What the fuck can I do with that? What the fuck can I do with that? I got played. That is it. I'm just right now just in this liminal phase of just processing everything and working on myself and creating, taking care of mental health and taking care of my kids. And I'll lick my wounds. But I pray. I don't wish him bad. I don't wish him harm. But my feminine energy and my forgiving energy prays that he does not hurt another woman. I pray, I beg of the Lord that he is not able to hurt and scar another woman. Whew, that's it. I hope you liked the movie if you saw it already. If you didn't, please watch it. For all you women who are dealing with trying to maneuver in Christ and becoming a wife or a woman or mother or whatever, and stuck in this age where there's nothing out there and feels like nothing's out there. Just remember that it is. It's coming. Just develop discernment. Pray, bitch, pray. And pray them bad spirits away. Until next time, don't spoil it.